the counter. Here's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll find Aguara complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Dobbins. A nice little juke. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Third down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Packers 9, Steelers nothing.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was taken down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a carry for Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
At the 20-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Schuster.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
At the 29-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the...
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Taron Johnson made the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's second and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10. at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
At the 44-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 12. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
That's the score. Packers 19. Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. First down, Steelers.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the Packers' 2-yard line.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Right. 54. Let's go. Check.
They run the counter. It's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Sometimes I need a check, not to
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's the run? They're running it. Under crush.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
19. Steelers, nothing.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number with pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Alex Highsmith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he connects with Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready? Black 20. 8, 8, 8, 8. Mike 51, Mike 51.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for two.
Let's go, defense.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go again to Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now a hit and a loose football. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
A really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Come on, D.
Now it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
55, Mike, 55. Target. Hey, 88. 55,
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Packers 29, Steelers 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
Pass.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. completion here to Claypool. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now whistles and a timeout called here.
7-yard gain on the play.
Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Green Bay, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7 and 3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6 and 4 now. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the